Action? Okay. Hi, Alexandria. My name is Dawn Flores, and we're here today to talk a little bit about some information. Ms. Valdez recommended that, I speak to you about some things maybe that are going on in your life. Do you like to go by Alexandria?
Alex.
Alex. Okay, Alex. We can do that. So just so you know, I want to kind of go over what we're here to talk today. This is kind of a safe environment, time for you to talk to me about things that maybe you're going through in your life, experiences that you're having right now. What we talk about is between us. Of course, unless I think for any reason, you may be in a position to harm yourself or harm others, but I don't think that that's something that we necessarily have to worry about. But again, what we talk about is between us. And for today, we're just here to kind of get to know each other and figure out, do we want to move forward and talk to each other a little bit more, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So why don't you tell me why you think that you're here today?
Well, I was, my teacher, my English teacher, Ms. Valdez, I was talking to her and I was sharing with her just some things that have been coming up with me. She actually approached me and just kind of noticed that I wasn't the same as I normally was in class, and so I just kind of shared with her that I feel like I'm being bullied by some other students, and I just recently kind of figured out that I'm a lesbian.
Okay.
And I'm kind of scared about that, and I don't want my parents to know.
Okay.
And she thought it would be a good idea if I came to counseling or came here to just kind of talk about it.
Okay. Okay. So, so you got a chance to talk to Ms. Valdez, and she came to you about, seeing kind of some differences about it. And in talking to her, you found that you wanted to share with her that you've recently discovered that you're a lesbian, and you're dealing with some things with that right now. And so you're kind of nervous about that, correct? You're kind of feeling nervous about it?
I'm scared.
You're scared about it? Okay. Well, I want you to know, again, this is a situation you can be comfortable in. I don't want you to feel scared talking to me. And maybe we can kind of look into what it is that you're scared about with this, okay? So tell me a little bit about what changes you found that you were experiencing that Ms. Valdez brought up to you.
Well, I went to the doctor, or my mother had taken me to the doctor, to a gynecologist, and the gynecologist told me and my mother that I have HPV, and then my mother asked how I got HPV,
okay.
And the doctor had told her that it was through sex, and then I had to tell my mother that I had sex with a boy, and I did it once, and I did it just because I was having these feelings, and I felt like if I had sex with this guy, then maybe I wouldn't be lesbian.
Okay.
I don't know. And I didn't tell my mom that part, or the doctor. I just told her I had sex with this guy, and she wanted to know more about that. And it scared me, and so since then, I've been doing those shots, those medications that they give you.
Okay.
I have to take more in the future, and my mom's just been watching me and asking questions, and I don't know what to tell her.
Okay. Okay.
And my dad, I can't talk to him.
Okay. So I can understand that you seem a bit scared about this. Not only are you dealing with some feelings about your sexuality, but some actions that you've taken to kind of figure that out in the process, and it's kind of led you to a place where now you're kind of dealing with some medical stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. So I can understand why that probably is kind of scary for you. Why is it that you're afraid to talk to your parents? Are you close with your parents?
I'm close with my mother, and I am close with my dad, although my dad has mentioned in the past that he doesn't like gay people.
Okay.
And so this is something I just don't feel like I can share with him.
Okay.
Because he said he didn't like gay people, and so that means that he's not going to like me anymore.
Okay.
And my mom, she's never really mentioned or voiced her opinion on it, although I know she loves me, and so
Sure.
I feel comfortable sharing information with her. But
No.
I don't know what to do.
Okay. I can understand that in some ways, knowing that your dad has kind of expressed to you already feelings that he has about people that are gay, why, that might be a little bit, maybe you feel a little bit intimidated to talk to him and scared about what the end result for that might be. So it's definitely something that maybe we can discuss a little bit more, when you're ready to kind of go into how you want to approach that. Are you interested in talking to your parents about what you're dealing with?
Not right now.
Not right now?
Maybe in the future, but not right now.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Are you concerned about talking to your parents now because of the result, or you're just not sure that you want to share with them the things that you're going through?
Well, my mom already knows about, what I've been doing sexually.
Sure.
So right now, I guess I want to get her off my back.
Okay.
I guess you could say, and deal with me being gay at a later time. I'm just not ready. I don't want to do that.
Okay. So right now you're not really interested in sharing any details about where you are with your sexuality. You just kind of want to smooth things over with your parents and make things a little bit more comfortable at home.
With them. Yeah.
Okay, with them. And so tell me about your friends. Do you have friends at school that are aware of kind of the things that you're dealing with?
I haven't told anybody. Miss Valdez is the only person.
Okay. Miss Valdez, okay. And how did you feel about talking to Miss Valdez about it?
I felt safe
Good.
talking to her. I like her a lot.
Okay. And do you have any close friends at school?
I do.
You do?
I have a best friend.
Best friend?
Mm-hmm.
And why have you have you shared anything that you're going through with, even though you haven't talked to her necessarily about your sexuality?
I've kind of actually just been to the point where I'm not calling her or texting her anymore.
Okay.
Just because I'm nervous about telling her. Sometimes I think about telling her, but then I don't because I'm afraid that she'll stop being friends with me.
Okay.
Right now. And I think, well, she's my best friend, and if she's my best friend, she'll accept me, but I don't know yet.
Sure.
But I care for my friend, and I miss my friend, but I've just stopped really doing a whole lot of things, talking with my friends, doing the normal things that I usually like to do.
Okay.
I've dropped out of my school rock band. The only thing I do is listen to music.
Listen to music. Okay. So it sounds like the things that you're going through right now are really affecting several parts of your life, not only at home with your family, but even your friendship and the extra things that you do to kind of keep yourself busy and the things that you enjoy doing. So I can understand how that's got to probably feel like you're being separated from a lot of things that are important to you right now. So tell me, do you find that in listening to music that it makes you interested in going back to, kind of being a part of your band and maybe reaching out to that avenue?
I guess it's the way I stay connected with, my band or music. I play guitar.
Okay.
And so sometimes I'll play with my guitar, but I don't play as much as I used to.
No.
I just kind of lost interest in that even. I just feel just lonely and sad.
Lonely and sad, okay. I can see why you would feel lonely and sad with the things that are going on. You're kind of taking on a lot at a young age and trying to figure some things out that maybe you weren't anticipating having to kind of deal with at this point. So feeling lonely and sad, I think, is probably really natural in this setting, especially, again, because you're pulling away from some things that, mean a lot to you. Ms. Valdez also expressed to me that you're kind of struggling in school now. Do you feel like you're struggling in school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all my grades have dropped, and so that's another thing that my mom's kind of concerned about, and she's getting on to me about is my grades, and she keeps asking me what's going on there.
Okay.
And I just tell her I don't know.
So when your mom approaches you about why she's seeing changes, is she aware also that you're kind of pulling back as far as your band?
I haven't told her that either.
You haven't told her that either. Okay. Are you, while you've already explained that you're not really in a position where you want to talk to your mom about your sexuality, do you feel like you can talk to her a little bit more about, in a general sense, that you're kind of struggling with some things, and so that's what's affecting all of these other things?
I guess I could.
You could.
I guess I could.
Do you think that having a conversation with her alone or in like a setting that's kind of more comfortable, do you think would help, or do you think having somebody talk with you would be very helpful?
I think I'd like to talk to her alone first.
Okay, I think that's good. I think that probably will make you feel some empowerment about what's going on and regain kind of some control about the things that are going on in your life, is having the opportunity to talk to her. Do you have any, are you interested in learning how to talk to her, or do you think that it's best that you just kind of approach her about it and in your basic relationship?
Well, I might want to learn how to like approach her, or maybe I can go over some things like with you or Ms. Valdez or someone.
Okay.
Before I talk to my mom, because she's going to ask me again. I mean,
Sure.
Right now my grades aren't getting any better, and I'm going to have to talk to her.
Do you understand your mom's concerns?
The way I see it, she's worried about me having sex with boys and worried about my grades, and she doesn't really understand everything.
Sure.
From what I can tell.
Sure. And I'm sure it's probably difficult for her too. I'm sure she feels a little bit uncertain about how to move forward too. Scary, I'm sure, for her. I think that we can absolutely kind of discuss what you feel comfortable with and how you feel would the best way to approach your mom is, and maybe I can give you some tools on how to communicate certain things with her. Obviously, these are things that you've expressed that you kind of like to do on your own, but I'm happy to kind of help you with that. As of today, I hope that we were kind of able to kind of find some common ground here. I would like to meet with you again in a couple of weeks and kind of touch base and see how you're doing, and go over a little bit more about how to touch base with your mom and how to communicate with her some things that you want to share with her at this time. How does that sound for you?
That's fine.
Yeah. Would you like to meet with me again?
Yes.
Yes? Good. I'm glad to hear that. So do you have any questions for me as of today?
So you said earlier that you won't share this information with anybody unless you think I'm going to hurt myself or hurt somebody else?
Yes, ma'am.
So
yes.
I can tell you everything with privacy.
Absolutely, Alex. What you and I want to discuss is between you and I. I'm not here to go run to anybody or share your information. I want you to know that this is a trustworthy situation. So yes, Alex, whatever you share with me stays between you and I.
Okay.
Okay?
That's all my questions.
Okay. Okay, Alex. Well, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Try to take it easy a little bit. Don't stress too much if possible. And we will meet in a couple weeks to discuss it a little bit more, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks.